I am the man of System Man.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not. I'm the man of System Man.
And I'm the System
I'm the man of System Man.
Goddamn, I did. I got rid of my boy.
Oh, come on, get it. Suck it.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of the earth, this is Scrubae and broadcasting out on that Tommy C. And this, shot from the point behind the glass, is the Vault Man, the Vault Boy. He just got put up by Microsoft. And in the other chair is none other than the original of originals. Dave, how you doing, brother? Hey, what's going on?
Feeling good to be home once again.
Yes.
Let's get that Monday.
Yes, it's Monday. Everybody's going nuts. Everybody's going berserk. Sleeping Angels. They're talking about an original fan there. That goes all the way back to hockey. I always like to remind them. Oh, fuck, there's an echo. And I know why, because I made that stupid... I don't like switching the microphone when I'm doing the news videos, and all I have to do is cross this thing right out so I can sound like Mr. Echo here. You can't hear it.
I do that all the time.
So if I just cross that out, and then I'm good. Might have sounded good in the beginning, but yeah, it's fixed. What's that? Yeah.
Getting old.
Yeah. I don't think it's anything to do with getting old. Turn your mic up and do that again.
Yeah,
You're going to say it every week? You got to do it for the show. Every week you're going to say it. Every week you're going to say it.
Well, yeah, what would you mean if I did?
Okay.
Am I better?
Yes, much better. All right. Listen. First and foremost, before we get into the main subject of the show, it's already like 3-4 days old already. I'm more interested in what Dave has to say about it than whatever I'm going to say about it. But it was good for the intro. I might keep that in mind in the future. Yeah, I'll keep. You know what? I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind in the future.
I hope you continue to fight about stupid things.
Yes, we will get to stupid things. I imagine. I know I've been a little cagey lately. What's going on in my personal life, and Dave knows this. I hate breaking schedules. It's probably the first lesson I learned in podcasting back in the day. And even more so. I was doing it just for shits and giggles back then. Even more so now because I have Patreons, members, donators, and it's important for me, for you to know that I'm actually not sitting home and not doing shit. That even if I'm, streaming a video game, it's for the greater shop from the point thing. So it's very and very important for me. You guys know I'm not just fucking off and taking off for the fuck of it. Have I ever done that? Have I ever fucking feel like it? Yes. But I will tell you that I absolutely needed to take time off. And I to tell you how much my hits were lower in a 48-hour period that they had ever been post-baited. In the last 48 hours. I've never seen them that low. I don't think they've ever been that low.
Break consistency.
Yeah, and because that's it. And that's why PewDiePie doesn't like taking a month off or he freaks out. That's why every time I go on vacation, I freak out. So first and foremost, I want to thank everybody that reached out on both situations. I've got two rather irritating situations going on. And you just don't want to joke around about them, and you don't. It's tough to be Tommy C when the rotten shit is actually happening to you. I can talk about one of them in some detail. The other one has to do with someone else's personal life, so I don't think that's fair to talk about it. But my father on Friday night had a massive heart attack, and it wasn't looking good. It wasn't looking good. From what I understand, it was a 90% blockage, but fortunately, it went. I guess there's 4 chambers of the heart, and it went to the small one, so it only blocked the. Because if it was the big one, whatever this crap was that blocked it off, it was a game, set, match, and he was on his way to do a 12-mile bicycle thing. I told you. Thank you, penis. It was he was on his way to do it, and it's almost unfortunate that he had the heart attack before. This is the crazy part. From Friday, I was told this could be it, and then I was told, all right, we're looking at 2 weeks in the hospital, and then I was told he's probably going home Monday. He responded so well to the surgery, and I think that probably I have to start thinking about this too. It has to do with the fact that he's lost a ton of weight, and it's the bike and everything that he keeps active doing. When you retire, you better do something, or the Lord takes you. I've seen it too many times. My grandfather was he gave up his Giants tickets. He had season tickets to Giants for like 30 years. New York Giants. He gave them up and died 3 months later because that was the only thing he was doing. He was the only thing he was doing.
You remember that shit they used to tell us in the Army? I mean, and this is, I shouldn't say shit because it is true. But for somebody who does 20 years in the Army, the average lifespan after is like 5 years.
I know.
It's not long.
Suicide's to the roof, too.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of mitigating.
I knew this guy. This guy Coulter. He told me that his whole family's in the military at one point, and they had this is so weird because women don't usually do this. This was a black female. That's what makes it so rare. Sergeant Major, right? She did 30 years. She didn't have a blip on her record. She like a perfect military career, is about as good as you can have it in the enlisted ranks. She went home. She started drinking. Started putting on weight, and 2 years later, she shot herself. And you got to keep active. You can't get in these gamer habits. And it was just too different.
Is a big thing.
Well, when you're a sergeant major, your family's the army, and then you lose your family, it gets awful lonely, And then even if you're a sergeant, everybody's afraid of you the rest of their life, even if you're a female. So nobody knows if it's okay to call and say, hey, nobody ever calls and goes, hey, what's up, Sergeant Major? How you been? Who the fuck you think you're talking to? That's the way they are. There's a whole, Sergeant Major is a whole, they're not a friendly bunch, So you can find
each other and they hate each other. So
yeah, you can find first sergeants that are down, but once you go Sergeant Major, you're Army. I knew one that was kind of down to earth. One out of all and there is no command sergeant majors they're not, and I think it's too much to handle. So getting back to
you just got to get lucky if they like you.
Getting back to my issue, I think Dad's around because he's been doing shit. Besides watching TV, it's a good thing for all of us that he hates it. He hates video games. He hates TV. He likes books. He likes the Tour de France, apparently. I don't know.
Apparently, he's going to be a cyclist.
Yeah, well, he's been doing 12 miles, and he goes with my uncle, like 2-3 times a week. Although I think that's over for at least a short term. But he's been told he can do it again. Yeah, he's been told he can do it again. But he's got to do like 6 months of therapy.
Well, he got lucky, man. That little valve's one thing. That big one's called the Widowmaker, and
that's what they told him. They told him it was bad. So, I'd feel like fucking around. That's a big shot.
I couldn't understand why. Why not?
I couldn't do it.
You don't got the heart for it.
I just didn't feel like doing it. And then I got the other thing on top of that. I can't really get into that. But as of last week, I was looking at a serious lawsuit that I cannot get into with my ex-wife. It was one of these things that you had to spend money on, serious money on, and you're definitely going to lose, and you know it. But
Right.
I can report that, obviously it has something to do with my daughter, that that doesn't seem like it's happening now. There's still issues, but all of them are out of my hands, and there's still issues that needs to be resolved. But as of today, there was a major breakthrough with that. That's really all I go into. And I think the most important thing is I got a heirloom in Apex Legends. Can you believe that? It's a 0.1% chance. And you can see me do it at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tommy C's Arcade. It's in the description below. I got Warhawk to work, and it was amazing. 0.1 chance. Now, after about 500 cases, I don't know how much hundreds of dollars that costs, you get one.
Jesus.
And I hit one last week, and this one I got after opening 20 more cases. So I got the knife for what's the girl's name, Walt?
Lifeline?
Look, no, they're all girls, I guess. Ray.
Listen, fuckhead.
They're all girls, come to think of it.
Oh shit! You got a Wraith?
Ray, I got the Wraith. It just popped out of nowhere.
Hey.
You know what? I got it on a normal a level advancement. I just opened the thing up, and it was red lights everywhere. It was great. So it's a pretty good stream there. There's lots of stuff. I time stamped it so you can kind of go through it and watch where you want. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I am sorry, but no. Have I taken a day off to say fuck it? Yes, but I got to be honest with you, that's few and far between. So just know that I'm not fucking around, and there is an aspect of this. You have to be up for it, otherwise it's gonna suck, and you're probably gonna chase more people away than if you just took the day off. Yeah.
I'd rather have no show than a bad show.
Well, it's not even that. It's like saying that's part of it. It's a big part of it. It's probably the biggest part of it, but it's also freaking the fuck out on somebody, and then nobody knows where it comes from. And then it's like, okay, well, what the fuck happened to that guy? That guy talked to me like that or something like that. So I look a little thinner. I don't know how that's fucking possible, but thank you.
It's not going well lately, Tommy. I think now we're going to start seeing
but
that.
no, today was amazing. So it seems to be right on track, and unless something horrible happens, but I mean, if they're letting him go today or tomorrow, I think they want to get him. Well, the big thing with my old man is the asthma, the heart condition, and being over 70 years old. I want him out of there because I don't want him to get COVID.
Right.
And I'm sure our
high.
hospitals, which apparently this one isn't very busy, I'm sure they're brimming with COVID. They're all it's a virus, and as well as you could treat something like that now. They seem to be good. I mean, the infections are going up, but the death is not what it was. It's certainly there's ways to treat it. They know what not to do. And unfortunately, the best way to learn that is learn by doing. That means people got to die. And but at his age, it might not matter. I think if Dave or I or younger, I wouldn't really sweat it at all if Tommy got it. It's
I don't know if you and I should get it, and I don't think that would be good for either one of us, to be honest.
Yeah, it's really killing them. If you look at the death rate, it's all fucking people in their 80s.
You and I got breathing problems as it is, though.
Yeah, but it's really the background problem. But it's usually they even have to be serious. Look, you could get clipped. I killed an infant. I killed an infant in England back in March or April or whatever it was. But
point is, they want him out of there to avoid that possibility. If he's well enough to go, they're going to get him out, and that makes sense. And it's a good thing for everybody.
Yeah. So I want him. I don't think he could withstand COVID. I don't believe that at all. He's got.
No doubt about that.
No.
The old man is still kicking, and that's
He's still kicking. He seems to be fine, just a little weak and tired. But
Still posting.
is he posting?
Yeah, I saw a post earlier today.
He's bitching about Trump or something, or
I think it was just a retweet. Yeah, it was a retweet about something with Trump.
put the hell with Ginsburg. Put that fucking, they'd have done it to us. Yeah, something like that.
Something around those lines.
Something wrong with those lines. Don't listen to them. You have no obligation. Have them win election. Get their own Supreme Court justice. Yeah, good. All right, so he's fine.
Sounds like your dad.
He's fine.
He's good. He's fine.
So I guess we're gonna talk about. I guess we're gonna. Are we gonna go through the history here?
Oh, God.
Now I have
We
to
gotta
do
go
this
back to the 80s?
incognito because I've been blocked for pointing out that h3's got a clout Napoleon complex. I pointed that out and I got blocked.
Let me speak.
There you go.
Ripping her.
There you go.
Let's see a hat, Dave. You need $2 more. It's only $3. He ripped you off.
Right. There's been a couple members. And we
Oh,
got a new
okay.
hat.
Oh, members? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and that's the fat prick who bought me this hat, so I got to put it on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm
fair
a
enough.
shithead as well as a fuckhead.
All
Isn't that
right.
great?
So they're bitching over, like, have you seen this fucking thing, this hoodie or whatever?
Yes. My
All right.
God.
Does it remind you? Does it remind you of everything? Bad Food Blog. Look at the poster.
Well,
Keem
there's-
copied one of them. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Well, there's the other $2. Perfect.
All right. You know what this looks like to me?
Everything from the 80s and 90s.
90s Caldor.
It
Caldor.
looks like Maya Bialik and fucking Will
Kmart.
Smith on a fuck channel.
This is something you would put on your drooling 2-year-old, and there'd be a bunch of like milk and orange juice stains and shit all over the place.
fuckhead.
These are not clothing for, certainly not for the amount of money they charge for, like, cool. There's nothing cool about this. Like, I mean, if you got to give Ethan credit, he took the ugliest clothes on the planet, and this is why YouTube's so important. I mean, and got people to wear it. This is a child's. This is a child's thing, and it's been done before, and it's 90s, early 90s, and it's ugly. It's ugly as fuck. And
You know what they did?
people,
They watched the Kid and Play movie and were like, "That's what we're doing.
That's it.
We're gonna do that."
but it's not even adults didn't wear that then. Nobody would have wore it. It would have been like somebody
they
you
were all
hold.
portrayed as high school students and college students, but yeah.
Yeah, like now, like, oh, it's everything that's old is new again. And it's okay. So Hilla writes, I guess I might as well share. Yeah, she blocked me too. Some behind the scenes. This is my first sketch. Hoodie from 2017 before it looked.
Prove something? I don't.
And the thing is, you know, they all steal from each other. I'm not going to sit there and say that James Charles didn't take this idea or what have you. They all steal from each other. No, if somebody's got a cool design, I don't think designs in all cases are copyrightable. And I'm pretty sure Ethan took this from, I don't know. It looks like it's a clothing line for people that are in chess club. You know, that's how. That's how bad it is.
Blossom. You saw this on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, see,
You
that's
saw
what I'm
this
thinking.
literally-
Blossom, Fresh Prince. You know, nobody dresses.
But
Like
here's the
that.
thing. This is my takeaway from it, though. The whole thing.
Yeah,
This didn't matter at all, and it's all because of Ethan's fault. His actions over the past 6 months is why nobody fucking cares. I don't think they would have cared too much anyway, but they would have cared more than they do. But he's not the paragon of virtue anymore.
well, I think he's trying to exert himself, and I if you really think about this, Dave, he's literally in drama every single day. Ever since the Keemstar video, it's every single day. And if it's not with Keem, it's with somebody else. This is not helping his product. This is why Jeffree Star protects his YouTube so much, because it's not right now. I'm sure Teddy Fresh is fine, but down the road. Wait, like, why do people buy your clothes? Because you're cool.
I have no idea.
Because you're cool. That's it. Because that's the only way you would wear that 90s horse shit, okay?
Right.
Why would you wear that clothes? Because you're cool. As soon as you stop being cool, no one's going to buy this shit. And Ethan is bleeding. And you would think with how much he's in the news, like he's Jake fucking Paul in 2017. Because he's always, it's like Jake Paul, except Jake Paul's not like setting a pool on fire. Ethan Klein's like setting a fire to make it in the news. every day he can. And, you know, this is sort of, I know he didn't invent color blocking. Well, that should have been the end of it right there. But I'm having a hard time with the new James Charles merch. At the same time, it's the exact sign of as Hilla's. And Hilla's stole it from Caldor, Kmart. Combined with the fact that his audience is so huge, many people will assume that he'll start accusing us of plagiarism. I don't know. I think supporting the CP guy was worse than that. But hey, plagiarism could be bad too.
I don't have a problem with this first tweet. I have no problem with it. Look,
that's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Yeah.
You're supposed to make reference to it, but also the first thing you say is, I know there's nothing legally wrong here. I don't own color blocking, so I have no problem with what he said.
But this is a full frontal attack.
Oh, it's definitely a
is it possible to be total cosmic coincidence? Yeah. See, now he's being passive aggressive.
Right, now here it comes.
Yeah. But he pretty much used the identical kind of colors here too. He at least moved them around a little bit. Well, then it's not yours. It's like this is like saying like James Charles is selling plaid shirts or corduroy pants. You know, I mean, it's like God, and it almost seems like look at Elvis the Alien. It's like it's practically the exact same thing. There's no way this is a coincidence. Surprised he didn't delete this, Elvis. If he wasn't a YouTuber, then maybe. But even that, it's such a fucking crisis.
We talk about this all the time about like the
I don't think Elvis was that upset that Zaptai got accused of fucking doing shit with underage girls. I don't think he was that upset. He seems more upset about this. This is actually more than he said about Zaptai when Nick Diorio broke this story. It's amazing, Elvis. What gets your fucking goat? Douchebag.
This is what upsets him. You and I have talked about this in the past, though, about how drama capital works. If you don't necessarily cross over with somebody that you're competing with or going up against at the time, you'll let it go. And in this situation, that's exactly one of those. And he even mentions that at one point. Charles and Ethan could not share different communities anymore. Well, maybe not as much as they once did because of Trisha and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But still, they shouldn't be hurting each other is the point. So there's
this is what you do, and we should have known this with like don't give Pyro a platform. You know, he plays the drama game as much as Keemstar. He just does it in a passive aggressive manner. Yep. He's not overt. He's not in your face. That's Keem style. He is just as nasty, he's just a trickly fuck as it is. I don't understand why he dumped his DMs. James basically admitted that he ripped this off, but said it's fine because we don't have the same fan base and demographic. That's how he wrote. These are DMs. Now, I am not against sharing DMs if somebody absolutely fucks you. I think this is far from a fucking. Oof, looking closer at the screenshot you just sent me. When was this? Sunday. Oh, so he planned this. Look at the screenshot you just sent me. I will give you a heads up that one of the colorways is doing exactly an exact copy, but the purple, tan, pink, teal hoodie as you guys. I designed the pastel based on the Nike hoodie, but my team pitched me a bunch of colors ways once we decided to go doing that's another thing. He may not have known. Right. It's not impossible. Even if he did, it doesn't matter. We decided to go along do a block color collection. I like the one that said yes. I mean, literally, it's like saying you own plaid. Right. Once again, not being familiar with your brand of hoodie. The units have been produced for a while now, so there's nothing I do about it. I'd definitely be speaking to them because I didn't copy anything and certainly may have, which is not okay. Not really a coincidence is that he says he's going to take them out of production. That would be a reason to drop the DMs if he didn't say he was going to take them out of production. So this is Sunday. Right. This thing broke. So this is like last week. This is literally like 11 days ago.
He saw in this message that there was enough to where he admits to something, although it's really not a big fucking deal.
It's not a really big deal.
This is what we're going to do.
It appears not to be. I'm speaking with the team now, so I'll keep you updated. This guy's acting completely and totally professional.
Right.
And it's over clothes. It's over something that's not copper. Well, you're so fucking passive aggressive. That's not really sure what to say. The hoodie's pretty much our hallmark as our brand. But now I'm learning that more than one is knocked off, so I'm a little speechless, I guess. I think he's doing this on purpose.
He might be at this point.
Why am I showing this? I think it's worth showing. showing he admits he ripped this off. Who have been the people who have been denying it. I have no desire to take legal action. You have no case. So this is the closest I can get to some sense of justice. Were you really wrong that badly? Ethan Small. He's gone. Wait a minute. He's gone on the warpath when somebody ripped off his makeup. All of our fans will be wearing color back and mistaken from James Charles fans. This is just...
It just gets weaker and weaker, though. It's like any of these points, even if there is any relevancy to them, who the fuck cares? You guys do not share, but you cannot prove at any point that he's cost you money with this fucking hoodie. And you can't prove that he can't. That's the point. That's why it's not going to fuck. You can't do nothing.
This is iDubbbz just being weird. Why is nobody talking about this? This is kind of an evil emoji. Anyone who has ever used this is evil, I reckon. 666 kind of crap. Haha. He's not even funny anymore. He's just fucking weird.
Is he being sarcastic?
I don't even know. It's because it's not funny.
Really interesting.
Because it's not funny and he's not interesting. Maybe if you put a picture of a squirrel in there, it would have got better. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not iDubbbz. I'm not a genius like him.
S3, man. Motherfucker looked like an S3 5 years ago. It looks like S3 now.
When you DM me yesterday, some September 18th. Am I looking at October 18th? Yes. That was said Thursday. When you DM'd me yesterday, I thought the original poem inspired my collection. I explained I'd never seen your brand, but also asked what you wanted me to do. You didn't reply. Exactly. That's exactly. He's exactly right. Yeah. I'm putting something to this. I don't want this to happen to you. I'm trying to have a relationship, and then Ethan's all passive aggressive about it.
Right.
After last year, I vowed to keep conversations private and create solutions, not trauma, which is exactly what he did.
Yep.
This is a move. You were hoping. Thank you so much, Banana Grabber. That's $5. You have to take the poop off your head. Thanks for turning DVR back, Tommy. Appreciate it. It's back. I must not hit. No, I didn't. Then it's not. Then it's on delay, and I'm not turning. Thanks for reminding me. Hardy har. Thanks for reminding me. There'll be no DVR in the future that is not turned back. I'm going on. Yeah, I'm not. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see. I vowed to keep the conversations private, include not drama. I mean, this tweets unavailable. If you'd like to continue our conversation, find a solution. My DMs are still open. No, well, this is the solution, James. The solution is to paint you out like you're some fucking bad guy when you're this big fucking millionaire that's probably going, I'll take that one and that one. And, oh, that one looks good and that one. And that's your whole fucking job. And Ethan's making it out like you did something fucking devilish. And, or some shit like that. It's practically the same thing. Wait, were you trying to get interviewed, Elvis? Ugh. Repulsive.
He's trying to get involved. Why are so many people trying to make this bigger than what it actually is? James in the right here. He tried to do it professionally. Ethan wants to do this messy, and he wants to do it passively.
Yeah, there's more of it right here. Big thank you to James Trump for wearing our color back hoodie. So this is a passive aggressive. I tell you something. Toddy Westbrook played this game and lost big against him.
Big time. And
Jeffree Star is definitely considered he's ahead of the game and everything because he made the money. He is, he's considered a fucking psychopathic snake. I'm not sure I'm not sure fucking H3's not a psychopath himself. Keemstar chimed in brilliantly.
Now that really looks like something out of Kid
Sue me.
Holy fuck.
Sue me. Hey, parents lives at home guy. Sue me. Sue me. I might get that.
Sue me.
No, I'm not wearing anything. No.
That's a pretty good one.
Keem did offer me the he was gonna get me an evil hoodie. Axis of Evil hoodie, but for some reason I couldn't pay for it through PayPal and Andy's credit card.
Was gonna charge you for it?
No. I was gonna give him the bill. No.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna give him a bill. He said go buy one and get a bill. No, I didn't get one. I do want one. I want one of those hoodies. I really do. I'm gonna figure out how to. Breaking, Ethan's now going. This is interesting because it sets up a side drama. Ethan's now going after Nelk Films, making 2 TikToks. Yeah, this is kind of weird too. This is a little bit in the weird side. you know, this is the voice. This is the moral voice of you of social media. Ethan Klein, who's got no room to talk because he's just as snaky as everybody else around here.
Basically, to say fuck these people. People are not really doing these pranks on YouTube anymore because people realize just how pathetic and awful they are.
I did a lot of blow last night. I went on a bender.
But on TikTok,
he said he did a lot of blow last night. He went in a bender. No, I don't think that's fucking cool either, but it's definitely fucking funny.
In that show, baby.
All right, you know what? Here's the thing, Ethan. You're right. That guy's way cooler than you, and that's what's gonna end your fucking your fucking checkerboard brand, your fucking Walmart brand.
this is all fair
Yeah.
game still, and what you see here is a bunch of dudes pretending to sneeze on people during a pandemic. Now this, I see a lot of people saying don't disrespect. Now, I don't know anything about them, but the first thing I saw was them having a fan meetup during COVID, so fuck them, obviously. And here they are having shots with known pedophile 6ix9ine. So
Weren't you just saying he was a good guy the other day? 6ix9ine?
fuck Nelk. Basically, to
What did he do? He filmed a blowjob from an underage girl, but he was like 17 at the time. He was like in high school
Something
too.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's disgusting. Don't get me
story.
wrong. I mean,
Sure.
yeah, but the pedophile. Words thrown about. I think the guy that sent me child porn's a pedophile.
At least more so at this point.
Yeah.
Man, goddamn right.
So that brought up another drama. I'll give comment. I like Comment Cop. So Comment Cop is being accused of being on the Ethan Klein payroll. I have found Comment Cop to be neutral and fair. He's went after me and Nick. I do think he's a bit of a pain in the ass. My biggest complaint with Comment Cop is, but he's helped me too. So I'm like, all right, it's more of a disagreement. He finds a lot of stuff, and you know, my only issue with him is like, if I was speaking in general 3 years ago, and I say something 3 years later that contradicts that, and it's like I had to be speaking literally back then, and it's that whole thing that got resolved. I think I did a thing on the second channel, a podcast on the second channel about it. But that's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But I don't believe that he's malicious. I certainly don't think he's on the H3 payroll, and he's a bit of a contrarian, I suppose. I think he generally cares about the truth, and he's helped me and countless other guys. And I don't think he's money motivated either. I really don't. So what he found was this group chat, h3h3 reality checks, and Augie writes, Onision is fucking degenerate. Now, he wrote, it's turnabout's fair play, because Comment Cock was called to, he wrote, unironically on a payroll. And fair enough. Fair enough.
I can't blame him.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right, look. Yeah, I'm in there too. This is the first chat group that I've been in since Tro and fucking, what was that, the NWO or the N? I forget.
The NCO.
NCO. NCO. Yeah, and I absolutely, I am definitely, I've said it publicly, so it's not a big secret. I will feed Keemstar anything if I think Ethan threatens the platform, which I think he did threaten the platform with losing his sponsorships. Ultimately, he only fucked himself. That's why if you were to get into that group chat, you would only see very little from me. But yeah, I would absolutely love to know what's going on with this nut job that can't seem to keep his thing, his act outside of the drama. This is a guy that was in drama once every 6 months. Now it's like once a fucking week. So yeah, the news guys. Nobody's colluding. Nobody's doing. I wouldn't tolerate that. I think I pretty much sold out the NCO for doing, for doing corrupt things. But this is just we're information sharing. I'm going to be fucking
everyone's a
perfectly
lapdog,
honest with
don't you know?
What's
that? You can't have an opinion without being a lapdog, don't you know?
Yeah, well, I just want to keep this on the fucking up. Yeah, there's a group chat, and that's all it's been. And yeah, I think if Ethan fucks up, I will help. There's no doubt about it, and Augie's in there as well. So nobody's getting paid, and I can prove it. Keem's cheap.
Very, very true.
He's fucking cheap. Nobody's paying anybody. If somebody like, he'd probably pay with clout or something like that if it was like Augie or me or anything. But no, I think I know me and Augie and Keem. I got legit fucking beef. I think he's bad for the platform. I think he has higher ups protecting him. I don't know of anything like that. But I would work if I found something, and I thought it would be more effective, even if it got me less hits, to send it up to Keem. You're damn right. You're damn fucking
how
right.
These situations work, though.
It's the way it worked with Alex. It's the way it would work with anything else.
If you're not trying to work with people, eventually you kind of do, whether you cover something.
Well, I'll be out there with I'm working with Keemstar when it comes to H3. You'd put my fucking name on it, and I'm not ashamed at all. I think what this guy did and continue to do for a while. I don't think because now he's just running around swinging into everything that moves. The mask is off, and all he had to do was walk away. And I have a really good track record of defending H3h3 against Keemstar. And I used to think a lot of stuff they go after him was just like, some of it I thought was even anti-Semitism. And I've mentioned that before. Nothing that Keem did, but I think a lot of the complaints was just in the anti-Semitic ballpark, which is horse shit. But I got to be honest with you. Looking back on the Leafy situation, the Tommy NC situation, the amount of reports that I got in 2017 on what a rat he was, although seeing no evidence of myself until later. And then this thing, like, fuck YouTube, fuck the sponsorships, fuck all YouTubers. I have to get Keemstar under any circumstances. Yeah. That's why I went to war with Keemstar, because I thought he was like that. Right. So, yeah. I'll go to war with you.
Long enough to become the villain, right, Tommy?
You threaten the platform, so So if I get some information, goddamn right, I'm going to kick it upstairs. And I can't be honest with you, when it comes to super big stories, that's the way it always is. Right. That's the way it always is. And you know what? There's no real benefit. Keem doesn't shout us out on Drama Alert. That would be like worth its weight in gold. Nobody's doing that. Nobody even, like, Augie and me don't even give a fuck. He's been on our shows so many times. There's nothing more. I don't care. I hate what Ethan's done to this platform. I hate the fact that I know YouTube told him to draw it down and he didn't. I totally believe that he had these critical videos taken down about him. I think the only reason he didn't take down Nick and Turkey Tom's is because it would just have been too much.
Right. But he certainly lost the benefit of the doubt.
No, he didn't get any benefit of the doubt from me.
None.
And I think, swinging it, Nelk and swinging it, this is, I think the reason he blocked me is what this all comes down to. He thought he was a lot more powerful than he was. And he's finding out the hard way that he really isn't as relevant as he was 2-3 years ago. And he doesn't have the power. And he never had the power to take out Leafy. I think he is just as bad as any of the pricks that we've just exposed on here, pointed out their hypocrisies, shown that they're just about clout and, swinging their audience when they get even the slightest sign of controversy. Don't address anything head on. Everything's like, oh, you're just doing it for clout, man. Yeah, man, that's Ethan Klein right now. And that's, right. I think that's all he ever was. And just the mask has been ripped off because the content nuke didn't go his way. It actually went Keemstar's way.
Oh, sure. There's no question at this point. That was a backfire.
So
miscalculation of epic proportions.
Keemstar is no longer my enemy, and certainly I'm allies with Augie, and that's not going to change either. So take that for what it is. But I will say to you, I would never allow anything that breached, I guess, general YouTube ethics, for lack of a better word, or something illegal. But it's not even that active a chat. So
I think the thing with Ethan that really has hurt the most for most people is because they didn't see it coming. People really did believe in this Paragon bullshit.
I did.
A lot of people did.
I did.
A lot of people really felt he was something morally greater. And when you don't see it coming and you get hit by this shit, it hurts 10 times more.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
I mean, I heard a lot of rumors, accusations, but never like that. Salmonella, that's $5. H3 is circling the drain. That's what I think. The fuck is his latest stable income because he started a sponsorship where he lost, and now he's getting crowdfunded with that big old company. You know, I mean, you know, here's what I thought. You know, guess who I thought of when Ethan dropped this sponsorship bomb, which he refused to take responsibility for? Count Dankula. So I thought of people like him. At the time, he didn't have his ads. He did get his ads back, and that is thanks to Ethan. But you know, I've often accused Keemstar of going good guy Keem. When things get bad, he does. Although he's been doing a lot of contests lately, I did notice a pattern when Keem was in trouble, he'd do contests. But in fairness to Keem, he's been doing contests left and right, especially PS5 and stuff like that right now. So
Keem's changing. I feel there's a big
I think he's just getting old.
I
think he's just getting fucking old.
He doesn't have to worry about the same shit he used to worry
about.
Now,
he's a psycho. He worries about everything. What are you talking about? He's in the fucking chat room with me. He's in the chat room with me. Who you kidding? Who fuck you kidding?
Fair enough. Fair the fuck enough.
Yeah. But
have to. You know?
No. It's it's like I don't see Keemstar as a threat anymore.
No,
and anyway, and another thing is I've done everything I could do with Keem. I've exposed the fuck out of him. Most of you motherfuckers, a lot of you motherfuckers that followed me back in 2016 and you know, and Keem get you. I'm almost happy to see it because none of you came to defend me, except for a few people. Or try to help me out. Let's see who came to help me out. Because if Seer, Zaptai, and Leon Lush.
Thank him.
And Leon Lush. That's it. I don't talk to Leon that much unless it's something YouTube related. I don't talk to Seer. I haven't spoken to Seer in years. Fucking Zaptai, you don't fucking anybody.
Good luck.
So, and I thought I was starting a friendship with Zaptai. You know, till Alex fucked that whole thing up.
Yeah, it was a well fumbled fucking play. God damn.
You guys, all right, we're going to have to tell Keemstar. I'm going in with H3. I'm going to be on the podcast. I'm going to let him know what a fucking rat you are, Keemstar.
We're going for it hard. This is the moment, Keem.
This is it. I got you now. I played some 5D chess underwater, and it was all to get me on the H3 podcast to bury your fucking ass.
How dare you make that ugly sweater off of an ugly sweater. You're done now, prick.
Yeah, so that's it. I'll take a few calls and call it a day. We will be back here tomorrow, and this, in one sense, I should be grateful. This has been a dead-ass week. And God damn, he sings out with Andy Melanakis. Andy Melanakis unfollowed me. Fuck that guy. No, I'm just kidding. He's good.
Oh, God, no, not Andy.
Oh, a long time ago. He unfollowed me. You know when he unfollowed? I know why he unfollowed. I have a guess. Because that's when he said that crazy shit. Andy said that crazy shit at some convention. He's obviously stoned off his mind. Or maybe the inventing memes thing, and Justin Wang and fucking Memeology, they really like pounded his ass, you know. And I think he just anybody drama related, cut him off.
Yeah.
Except Keem probably, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I fucking care. Well, look, whatever gets you through the day, bro. Talk about Microsoft. I did a video on that. You can check it out. There's no new developments. What do you think of that, by the way?
I love it. I was going Xbox anyway, so this just makes me happier. The biggest development for me is Bethesda. Every game that comes out from now on from them will be free on the day of launch on Xbox Game Pass. That's huge. Huge. So I love it personally.
I hope you go to YouTube and he's angry. I'm not angry anymore. I'm happy. I'm happy because we're friends.
Not having to deal with it all the time. It's just better. It's easier this way.
Percy. Yeah, he is. I can honestly say that H3's angrier than me. I think that's a fair assessment.
Right. And he faked it.
I'm more grounded than him, and I wouldn't have said that 2 years ago. Percy, you're on the air.
Fucking truth right there.
Yeah, you're on the air, bud. How are you?
Hello.
How can I help you, sir?
So I have a video of me punching myself.
Not hard, I hope.
Not hard enough, probably, but you're still talking. So.
You know, I was kidding. You realize that, right?
I know.
You want to play
But I
it?
still thought it was
You
funny.
want to send it to me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Video. Send it to me in here.
Not play it.
Shout out to Core Man.
I gotta.
One of
Shut up.
DM it or something, or
DM it here. I gotta open DMs in Discord, and for this,
Okay.
it's just something you can do.
Okay.
I really need a cigarette, and I want to play some Warhawk.
He wants the game so bad, and now he's got to open up this fucking video. Good job.
Well, you know, it's like I play video games for a bunch of different reasons, but I barely ever play them because I'm miserable, and that came in handy. I have to say.
Speaking of which, did you also hear that Leafy made a color block hoodie?
Did he?
Oh God.
Yeah,
God.
he did.
Why did you send me my own podcast, you nincompoop? No one.
Oh wait, that
Yes,
is not the right link.
Yeah, I see that. Rocket science.
Good job there. Well
Let me see this.
What the heck?
You got to send me the right link of you punching yourself and me
Yeah,
probably
Now
going
you
to
got to
jail
do
for it.
another video punching yourself even harder. So have fun with that.
No, I don't.
I don't think I sent, cause I. Oh
You
no.
sent it. It's the same fucking one, you rocket scientist. You sent me my own stream twice. Let me try that again. Hold on. Copy link.
I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
Calm down, Nick.
Oh, shit.
I am.
All right, hold on. Punchy. I got it. All right, here we go. We're gonna-
How much I made an idiot of myself.
Oh, don't worry about it. You're not alone here. You're not alone in this world. There's a lot of stupid people around here. All right, let's go. Here we go. Here it is.
Hi, this video is for Tommy C and how much I
You better not hurt yourself. You're just a kid. You better not hurt yourself.
made an idiot of myself.
That's great. I love it.
Ow.
I love it.
Ow.
You stupid.
Oh man. Well, you got a good sense, kid. You just won over my heart. You got a good sense of humor. That was really funny.
That was really funny.
That was really funny. You definitely won me over. Well,
Head of the week.
I tell you something. You obviously have that big. You want to be a commentator or something someday, right?
Yeah.
All right. First rule: you got to watch the whole video. I'm not even kidding. Am I wrong, Dave? You got to watch the whole video. You got to. I have got. Believe me, I've skimmed stuff and gotten it. It doesn't happen often, but I have went on my own. And when you do it at this level, it's I got comment cop fucking barking my ass up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beginning to end.
That was
I
really
mean,
great.
I also know the sorry.
You got to
I
watch
also
it.
know the
Go ahead.
the whole thing where, like, of course, when you're a kid, you're gonna be like criticized more because you're a kid.
Yeah, what do you know?
Yeah. Well, you also got advantage. Nobody can criticize you.
Yeah. Right.
True,
You're gonna
yeah.
you're gonna get picked on more if you're a kid. You're gonna get criticized less. You have that backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't mean to like do
know.
like
You made a
I'm
mistake.
one of those type of people who don't want to like piss
Read the
other
whole
people
book,
off, but
take
if you do
notes.
something wrong, I'm gonna criticize you. But I don't want to like directly piss you off for no reason.
You're talking
help
this
that.
shot for the point. Everybody's taking the piss. As the Brits like to say.
Who never pisses anyone off, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
You're
But
gonna piss someone off,
I think it's
you know?
important. You got to do your research. You got to get it right because you could do it all right and still screw it up. But that's the best way to avoid those types of scenarios. Don't guess. No matter how many shot for the point episodes, and 9 times out of 10 you would have been right. But don't guess. Watch the whole video. That's why I think there's like less videos done on me because I don't make videos. I do streams and it's a pain in the ass to go through them.
I can't remember everything, man. I've said so many fucking contradicting things. It's painful.
Yeah. Oh, it happens all the time. Comment cop got me on something like years ago, 2 years ago, whatever the fuck it was. I said the F word in front of the kid. But that was a really funny video, and it's another way. Just own it. You know, you're a human being. Everybody makes mistakes. When you say that, when you do, like, when you double down, you pull an I am Alex. You like, I can't get anything wrong, or I can't afford to get anything wrong. 9 times out of 10, it says, you know what? I overlooked that. I apologize. Boom, and you're right back on track.
Right.
One thing I know I'm not gonna do is accuse other people of being a pedophile. So
I hope
Smart.
so. I hope so. I hope so. And then you also got to watch guys that setting you up. I've had that before. They'll send you information that looks like a story, and they're trying to get your report. Dave got me out of one of those once with Cabos.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah, Dave said this smells like shit.
Smells like shit. I think it was the exact words I used.
I was gunning for Cabos at the time. And Dave says, and I did. I let it go. And then when I told the guy I wasn't interested, then he rolled on fucking the guy that he was working with. Cabos. Yeah, that's right. Cabos tried to set me up, that fucker. I forgot. I'm not mad at him anymore. He actually said he sent me a nice letter and birthday wishes and all that. Oh, by the way, it's close to my real birthday anyway. Saturday's birthday show, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. So it's actually the week we always hold it on. Because
worked out.
Well, I didn't want to. Laura's got a French test, and I didn't know if she's going to come over or not. So turns out she's not. And she's gonna come over another day, so that's it. I just said, give me my birthday off, and then we'll get back together. So, all right, Percy. Good luck to you. Good luck. Be honest.
Okay.
Don't get a big head, and research. There you go. Talk to you later. Bye.
Good call, kid.
I'll get that kid one day. You watch.
He's gonna accuse someone of being a pedo.
He's got to go.
Just wait.
You gotta laugh at yourself. Yeah, you'll do something stupid.
It's gonna hurt to cover that kid's drama one day, but fuck. Oh,
who's next? All right, I was just gonna get through the calls. One thing, man, beast, best, whatever your name is.
Yeah. So I guess there's really nothing happening in the YouTube scene, huh?
That's deader than dead.
I turned on Augie's stream one night. I think I fell asleep through it. Then I just woke up at like 4 a.m. and I hear these two autistic spurgs screaming at each other.
Who?
Making one of the other one cry.
What are you talking about?
That doesn't exist.
Nick and
are you talking about that?
Fighting, I think.
What did you want to ask me about that?
I just want to comment and say it was the fucking spurgiest, cringiest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, I heard.
The worst thing to wake up to.
It got back to me. I saw it. Did you?
I don't
did
even
you
know
see
what
it,
it was
Dave?
about, but it was Abe.
Did you see it, Dave?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have.
Yes.
That is my.
That's
right
the new
there,
Let Me Speak. Play it again. Play it again, Walt.
Oh, get back.
Yeah.
That's my sound notification for $5 on Twitch.
I'm gonna leave.
Oh yeah, and
I'm not trying to get involved in that, but I am going to comment.
I hope that kid who just called in does well with his YouTube show.
Yeah, me too. I'm really rooting for him. Hey, Turkey Tom came through here, so we found Turkey Tom. He's
Give us a shout out one day, kid.
Yeah. You never know. I wouldn't be shocked if he made it. It's happened so many times before, so.
Young enough. We'll probably be dead, but oh well.
Yeah.
Make good content.
All right. You done?
All right. Yeah. See you, have it.
So.
They go it. Yeah.
Nick and Bobax had it out, and I'll just leave it at this. I'm not going to get involved, but I do have something to say. Don't bait Nick. Bobax, you owe him a lot. And I don't know if, pushing his buttons and acting like, King YouTube is such a hot idea.
He's the wrong guy.
It's that's not the one you want. And considering, you're acting, I guess I know you're going to say you're just playing. You're acting like you're bigger and badder than him. Because you got more subs. Isn't that like the happy birthday, fella, class of 82 here. 82? You're older than me.
1 year older than me.
I graduated 13 years later. Thank you. 82. Probably in his 50s. No, it's you owe Nick a lot, and acting like you're bigger than him and disrespecting him is probably going to get you in that situation. And you know, I'm not going to lecture everybody, but you've heard me say this. Nick is running around just handing money out with ideas, and a lot of big YouTubers are turning into stuff. And he's handing talking points out. He's handing ideas out. He's naturally funny, and he doesn't always get the credit for it. And he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes selfishly. I know, like he literally got a call. I know when, you know, a couple 100K YouTuber called him. He was having some kind of personal issue. Yik was like right off and in there, and boom, because that's who he is. For anybody to speak down with him in, I mean, a joking matter. Like if I went to Dave, yo, when was the last time you pulled 100 and 200, Dave? You know, all right, that would be like fucking around. But any more than that, like it's on the level, you got what you asked for. And then you asked for it, and you got it. So
it went on for a while, and then you asked, when you ask somebody for it, you can't really complain. But when you ask Nick,
yeah, like what do you? If I talked to Nick that way, he'd have lit me up.
Right, but hell, that's the funny thing. You know, it didn't happen, not really, until he was directly.
There's a difference between busting balls and just being disrespectful. Right. And you're being disrespectful. Somebody can more than handle himself in the disrespect game. Yeah, I don't it seemed very unprovoked to me. Enigma, you're on the air.
What's up, Tommy? This might sound a little ranty. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. This might sound a little ranty, but I'm just so fed up with h3h3, man.
He's not going anywhere. He's going to do this for another year or two.
I know. When do you think he hit rock bottom?
That's a lot of money, I guess.
He keeps on digging.
Person of color.
How does this man keep on falling? It's impossible for me to comprehend.
I think there might be some kind of mental illness here, because he's doing it even though it's not benefiting him. And there's no way he doesn't know that right now, unless he's some kind of
doing? Like, are they not supporting this man? It just feels like they keep on enabling him.
Who?
Like the people around him.
Like, yeah, he's probably in a bubble.
Should be thinking.
I mean, he hired that guy Star Killer, who's just, I mean,
oh yeah, he's on his podcast.
He's literally got his mouth squarely around his rectum. You know, I mean, like the guy said a bunch of nice things on the internet, and I hired him. Like yeah, I guess. Really?
That's crazy.
It's just weird.
Who needs credentials?
Yeah.
Who needs achievements? Fuck that. Just suck.
Well, maybe you should check if they're known for sending out child porn.
Content creator.
Yeah.
He just goes too hard for H3. I don't know. He could be better.
He used to have the credibility of being, and I think everybody goes through this. I mean, Cavos had it for a while. He was kind of the voice of YouTube, like the angry voice of YouTube, but he's not. He really isn't anymore. And he basically tells you, I'm not a nice fucking guy. Whereas I don't know if he'd have been that upfront with it then. You know, but he was kind of the morality check for YouTube back in 2017, 18. You know, H3 was like that in 2015, 2016. And you know, it's a crown of thorns, man, because once you grab it, you know, people can, but it seems like H3's like wants it back. Right. He's like the Lich King that became the Lich King after they killed the Lich King in World of Warcraft. I don't fucking know.
Suffer. I think he's taking the Jewish thing too far. He really wants to suffer. What the fuck, man?
Do you know that he met? I found this out. They better not be lying to me. They met at the Holocaust Museum in Jerusalem.
Who?
Ethan and Hila. Yeah, they did.
Really?
Yeah, they did.
That's true.
Isn't that fucking weird?
It's definitely not the place you would expect love to blossom, but hey, and she was a soldier too.
You know, you never. I talk.
Disavow, Tommy. I disavow this.
Get out of here. Interrupt my fucking act. Fucking. You know, I tell my girlfriends, I thought it was just gonna be a normal day at the Holocaust Museum, you know, not too sunny, not too happy. And then I see this guy, and he was so funny. His name is Ethan. He's from Los Angeles. And he's like, hey, baby, funny seeing you at a place like this. I'm like, who is this guy? We're at the Holocaust Museum. We are there. So he asked me for my number, And I said, I'm not real comfortable giving you that. I'd rather have your number. And then if you believe this, he pulled up his sleeve in the Holocaust Museum. And I'm like, oh no, you're such a bad boy. Oh, but he's my kind of guy. Yes, he is. He's my guy. I love that guy. He's a bad boy, that Ethan. There you go.
Bad boy.
How do you take somebody to the Holocaust Museum? I went to the one in D.C. It's the most somber place on the earth.
What do you say? Come here often? I mean, what do you?
First time? Yeah, no, this place is kind of this place is a real dive. Everybody's miserable.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. I met him at the Holocaust Museum.
So, know anyone here? I mean, what do you do? What do you say?
Oh man, that's so. You met my boyfriend at the Holocaust Museum.
How many of your relatives?
You know, there was a this is a really funny bit. The Onion. And this is where I kind of got the inspiration for that bit. The Onion. Another day at the Holocaust Museum. I gotta. This is a really funny. Oh yeah, here it is. This is written in 2002. Oh, this is one of the funniest fucking things. This is too funny. I'll show this here. Another Holocaust Museum cashier says, "Yet another depressing day." This is the first article I thought of. I used to read this thing religiously, right? This is the first article I thought of. Alyssa Kaplan, 20, a cashier at the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum, and yet another seemingly endless string of depressing days. Monday. You know how sometimes you get home from a really draining day at work and all you want to do is spend the night alone watching TV, asked Kaplan, seated behind the gift shop counter. Well, I've pretty much done that every night since I started here 3 months ago. Though she strongly believes in the museum and its mission, Kaplan admitted she finds it exhausting to reflect upon the moral and theological questions raised by the Holocaust in nearly nonstop for 40 hours a week.
Oh my God.
I met at the Holocaust, but this is
so good.
But this is where this was when this magazine was amazing.
Now everyone's the Onion, you know.
Yeah, actually, this one they suck. I Babylon Bee now. They got real so justy. So
did they? That's well, shit. I guess they figured everybody else is doing our shtick now. We might as well just change. We'll go the opposite.
We'll just get woke and grow broke like everybody else. There's another way to look at it. Shit, George, you're on the air. Shit, George, I'm not going to be put up with anybody's bullshit today. And you are gone, sir.
See you later.
Sup, pros? Yeah, you're on. Hello? I want to play more. What's up, man? How can I help you? Hello?
Holy shit.
Can I help you? You're on the air. I want to go. I want to have a cigarette and fucking play video games.
Whoa.
Show's on.
Holy shit.
All right. What do you got?
I'm Dylan.
All right. You made it.
Nice.
You made it.
You, Dylan.
You made it. You made it to the show. Was I not clear enough, Dave? Did I say I wanted to get going? I've had a rough week. Perhaps I wasn't clear enough.
Not Yar. I think
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You got your point across now, bud.
I'm going to the Holocaust Memorial down the streets and pick up some chicks. I'm lying. I'm going to play video games. No. Jesus Christ. The Holocaust Museum. Hey, I saw this piece of ass at the Holocaust Museum. She's fucking fine.
So, let me tell you about this wonderful, beautiful girl that I met. I think she's going to be the love of my life. Yeah, where'd you meet her? Holocaust Museum.
Holocaust Museum. Yeah.
Auschwitz. You know?
Yeah. You know the thing where, you know the part of the museum where they block it so kids, you have to lean over to look at all the gross shit? She was right next to me.
Yeah, I just looked in her eyes and I just saw something I knew. I just knew.
Well, I will say this. I don't like what he's done to YouTube, but I would never attack his marriage because she's ride or die, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do. That woman is ride or die, and we all should be so lucky to have a woman like that in our lives. Tommy, you look like an alcoholic car mechanic. Well, here's the best thing. I can barely change a tire. I hate fucking cars and I don't drive. Sorry to disappoint you. I do have something for you. Tomorrow.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headlock.